At all. Good morning, everyone. I hope that people are getting their notifications. I'm making an ice cream this morning. I want everybody to see how I made my ice cream because people probably would want to know that for the simple fact that I showed them the other day how it was made, but I did not after it was made, but I never showed anybody how it was made. I think Periscope must be having problems getting notifications out to people. So if you know of somebody that's your friend that would want to see this, share out with them because there's been a glitch in it. I wasn't getting any notifications last night at all. I didn't get any notifications this morning. Yvette was on. I missed hers completely. So if you know of somebody that wants to see this and would like to see it, notify them. Good morning to those coming on. Well, some people are seeing me on anyway. Share this out because I think there's still a glitch in Periscope. They're not getting the notifications to the people that need to be out there. For some unknown reason, it's a big glitch this morning. I don't know what happened, but it's a glitch. Anyway, that being said, I'll just start making the ice cream and hopefully people will come in. Okay, this is an ice cream recipe that I found on the internet, and there's no machine. I am sorry, that's not what this is about. And I think you better leave right now because this is not about this. You are a sexual pervert. Get the heck out of here right now. Goodbye. Get those kind of people in here. If you, like I said, if you have a friend or a follower that you want to share this out with, be sure and share it out with them because I believe there's a glitch in the Periscope in getting these notifications out. People are not evidently getting the notifications that they need to get. But if you I'm thankful for who I am getting in here, though, and I will continue with this Periscope. And if I find out it's not going to be very good, I can delete it and maybe do another one later. But I want everybody to see how I'm making this ice cream. I'm seeming to get people in here I don't know, but I suppose that's okay. I need to... Yeah, I think you're right. It's broken because I'm not getting anybody's notifications, that people are not getting mine. So if you have followers that are following me or whatever, you know of somebody that might be interested, share this out with them because this is very important because there's been a problem since last night. There was some people I was wanting to watch their Periscopes, never got their notifications. And I didn't know they were on until they were done. So there's something wrong with Periscope. I probably shouldn't even come on, but I'm going to try this anyway. Anyway, what I have in my bowl here is a cup of the high content fat coconut milk. I put it in the refrigerator overnight, and I whipped it up to make sure it would whip because it would seem like it was a little hard, a little frozen. You separate the water. I threw the water out this time instead of using it because I already made my smoothie this morning. So, and now I'm going to add a can of the light coconut milk. You add that on top of it. You can use 2 cans of light, they said, but it won't be as creamy. And then also it calls for a 1/3 to a 1/4 cup of sweetener. My sweetener is going to be coconut sugar. So I'm going to get my, I'm going to put a 1/4 cup of coconut sugar in this as a sweetener instead of agave or maple syrup. And I keep my coconut sugar in the refrigerator. I'll put that in here as a sweetener. I'm going to put in, you have to put in coconut flour as a thickener. It's only 2 tablespoons of that. And I put in and I'm going to make this a carob ice cream. This is going to be a carob. So this is going to take a 1/4 cup of carob. And I'm going to put some chips in it too. This is not going to be your plain vanilla. I'm going to put some carob in here. And also I had heard the other day that if you put some flax meal in your ice cream, it won't harden up in the freezer. So I've got some flax meal here that I've been keeping in the freezer. I'm going to put a tablespoon of that in here. That's supposed to make it softer. And it won't hurt it a bit. Put that in there. I'm going to put 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Oh, you have? Oh my. I don't even know where they're, I don't think they're over here in the United States. 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. I believe it's 2 tablespoons. Yeah, 2 tablespoons of coconut flour. Coconut flour is like a thickener. I'll put that in there. And I'm also going to use some chips. I've got some Carob chips I want to put in this as well. I'll go get those out. I'm just going to add a little bit. I like this. Going to be like a Carob chocolate chip. I'll go get them. I'm just going to put a little in here. Don't need a lot. This will be my own version of the ice cream. I'll just put some in here. I mean, this is easy to do, and I'm going to post it up on Facebook because people can make this themselves. Now, they call for cocoa in the recipe, but since I don't eat cocoa, don't eat chocolate of any kind, this is my smoothie I made this morning. I use Carob, which is a lot healthier. So I'm going to mix this all up, and then I'm going to put it in the freezer. I'm not going to mix it real high because I don't want to get it all over everything. This is basically all you do. Is you just use a mixer, mix everything up. Like I said, the coconut flour will eventually thicken it. But the flax meal is to keep it from getting real hard in the freezer, because mine will get real hard like concrete, and I can't get it out of the freezer. Yeah, you can see it's thickening up even in the bowl a little bit. It's not real runny. I got a chip. I don't know. It's not real runny. Sure not getting anybody on this morning. I think Periscope needs to fix their situation. And we're not going to be going in anybody Periscopes this morning. It's terrible. Basically, I just mix this all up and stir it real good so I get my chips all mixed in. I think I'll take this spoon here and get down off the sides so I can get this in here and mixed a little bit better. And I'll clean my cupboard off when I'm done. That's basically all there is to it. And then I put it in the freezer and freeze it up. And I'm going to undetach these first. These are not the easiest things to get off. There, I got them. Put them in the water. I'll put this over here. I got my dishwater here so I can... I'm going to get a rag and clean this a little up a little bit so it looks a little more presentable while I'm in here. Anyway, that's the easiest way to do it. It's no machine. No blender, no. If I miss your comments, it's not because I'm ignoring you. Oh yes, it is. It certainly is. It is. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love it. Yeah, and it's really working well for me. This is the bowl I'm going to put it in, and I get my spoon again. Looks like I need to stir a little bit more of this. It's hard to get those chocolate chips completely stirred in there. As I can tell, they're not completely stirred in like they should be. I'm gonna just run. Yeah, they stuck to the side of the bowl, so I'm just gonna go ahead here and I'm just gonna stir it a little bit before I put it in my bowl. They're so hard to mix in here, and I want to make sure I get them mixed in, and then I'll put it in my bowl. Well, yeah, I kind of do too, but you know something, the Vitamix just wasn't working for me. It finally gave up the ghost. It's not supposed to, but you know, the thing of it was, I think I had the wrong model, and the bottle I had was very problematic, and it just wasn't working right. Erlene had the same one, and she returned hers, and we're both getting our money back, so that's a good thing. we both have been notified that our money, we're being refunded. So that's a good thing. We're from QVC. So I'm just going to pour this into my bowl now. It's like all the chips kind of went to the bottom, so I'll kind of stir it again. Chips kind of went to the bottom, but I'll stir it while I have it in here. That's basically all there is to this ice cream. Like I said, I'll post it up on Facebook. I'll post it up on YouTube. What does? What does? Yeah, I know. If you're talking about the Vitamix is a good. I'm not taking away from the Vitamix. It is a good machine. I'm not saying that. When it works, I mean, when it worked, when I was brand new and it worked, it was fine. But now that it's done what it's doing, you know, it's kind of a, you know, ironic that it did that. Yeah, I know. I understand what you're talking about, because they are under lawsuit, as I understand. Somebody filed a lawsuit against them. So therefore, you know what about that? When somebody files a lawsuit against another company, it makes me very leery of them, and I'm not going to bother with them. So, but anyway, I think I'm going to close this Periscope. I don't look like I'm getting anybody else in here. It's a sad thing. I don't know. Periscope is really broken this morning. I don't want to have to delete this Periscope in case somebody wants to do it, wants to make it, and wants to see how it's done. But maybe I'll just keep it up anyway. Maybe somebody else will come in, replays will come in and see it. I don't understand Periscope. I think somebody needs to inform them that people are not getting the notifications. I thought maybe it was me. So you know what I did? I uninstalled Periscope and I reinstalled it again, thinking it was me. Well, come to find out, I watched a replay of one of my friends this morning, and she said no, it was Periscope that was causing all the problem, because she only had 6 in her scope this morning, and she usually gets over 600. So you know there's something wrong. So, and I usually get a lot more than. Yeah, it is. I think you're right. It is, everyone. I thought maybe it was on my end, but I found out that it's not. It's with Periscope. So they've got a problem. They've got a glitch that they need to work out. And they've had a problem before where people weren't getting the updates, and they were getting the notifications, I meant. So then they updated the app. So I went into my app store this morning to see if there was an update on it. There's no update on it. Once they update it, then everything will be okay. But until they update it, we're gonna have this problem where people are not going to get their notifications. And it's sad, because I normally get 200-300 on these scopes, and I'm only getting just a very few. And I know it's not you guys' fault. It's the fact that Periscope has got a glitch this morning, and they probably are working on it. It just hasn't been worked out yet. So the only thing I can do is just make the most of it and just do what I can. And if I don't get very many in here, at least it's not my fault. It's Periscope's fault. But, you know, so I'm not going to make it quite a few replays, so I'm not really worried about that. But you can see, there's what the ice cream looks like. It's got to be frozen up, but it come out nice and smooth. And it come out better than it did before. And all I do is freeze it up. And the reason like I said, I put the flax meal in there is that's to keep it from getting very hard. Yeah, I know. It seems that way, Damon. I understand what you mean. Every update, yeah, it does seem to have its problems. I don't understand that. It hasn't been updated in a while, however, so I do think they need to update it again. I'm sure they're aware of the problems they are having with the notifications. All of a sudden, they just stopped, because there was 2 people that I normally watch on Periscope that I missed both of them last night. I kept looking for them and looking for them and looking for them. They never popped up on my news feed. It wasn't until after they were done that I popped up on my news feed. And I said, what gives here? What is going on? I mean, just like my friend this morning, Lovey Dove, Yvette. I never got her notification. She was on an hour ago. I never got it. It's sad that the thing is not working right. You know, Periscope has got problems galore, and they need to work out their glitches. But anyway, I wanted to do this ice cream for everybody. I want people to see how I made it, because it's very simple. You don't have to have a machine. You could also make a vanilla, which will take a vanilla bean in that. But you would not use the coconut sugar for the vanilla. You can for the strawberry and chocolate. If you want to make strawberry, you make it basically the same way. You just put strawberries in it. Vanilla, use a vanilla bean or vanilla extract or whatever. And I use a non-alcoholic. but you'd probably use cane sugar on that. Now they used regular sugar. Well, that to me is not vegan. I use the coconut sugar because it's not going to matter. That's the sweetener of my choice. That or the Morena cane sugar, because this is not going to matter with it when it's chocolate anyway. But on the vanilla, you don't want to use the coconut sugar. It's best to use the cane sugar, the white cane sugar, the organic cane sugar, because it won't discolor it. But and this is the picture that I. If you want to take a screenshot of this, go right ahead. Take a screenshot of this, and you can have it for yourself. And I will post my recipe that I made. But this is the screenshot. This is what I printed off the internet for this particular recipe with no machine. All you'd use is your mixer, which is easy peasy. It's simple enough. You don't have to worry about getting your blender out or anything like that, dirtying up the blender. So, and I think that makes it very simple, and it mixes up fine. If I just decided to take the full fat coconut milk and mix that first to get it in peaks. This one doesn't have a banana in it. I should have said no banana. No, she does have another recipe that does have banana, but that's just a banana ice cream. Now I will eventually be making one with bananas in it that go into the blender with carob powder in that. But I wanted to make this and to show you this has no banana in it, either vanilla, strawberry, or chocolate. I suppose you could put a banana in here if you wanted to, and chop it up, mash it up. Yeah, right. You're probably right, Damon, because a lot of people do not like bananas. So that's why this woman come up with a no banana ice cream, because a lot of people don't care for them, and without bananas. And actually, I've had mine is almost gone. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. The one I made before, it's almost gone, and it didn't have bananas in it either. It's the same one I made, only I didn't put the flax meal in it because I didn't know you could. Well, my friend was looking it up on the internet, but somebody came on my Periscope the other day and was talking about flax meal. The flax meal keeps it softer in the freezer because it will get hard as a rock. So I decided I'm just going to go ahead and put the flax meal in it and see how it goes, because I want to be able to, be it like soft serve, be frozen up enough that it's not water, but it's soft enough like you buy in the store, soft enough that I can just scoop it right out instead of having to almost take a chisel to it or scrape on the ice cream to get it off. That is so annoying, and that's what I've had to do with the other one. It's almost gone. It's in a different container. It was in this one, but it's almost gone, so I put it in a smaller container. Now I made room for this one to go in the freezer, but like I said, I will post this up on my Facebook group. I will post it up on YouTube. I'll post it up on Instagram. And I do have a Facebook group. If anybody is on Facebook and you're interested in any vegan recipes at all, that my Facebook group is called Karen's Vegan Heaven. I have 160 in there right now, including myself, where we post vegan recipes for everybody else to be able to make themselves. So I will post this on there, and hopefully everybody will enjoy making this, and that it'll come out fine for them, because it's not hard to make. Welcome to Periscope for the very first time. I'm glad I'm getting new people in here. At least that's something. People are seeing I'm on. But, let's hope and pray that Periscope gets their glitches worked out. Because, you're welcome. You're welcome. And hello to you, too. Good to see you. I do not know who you are, but I'm glad to have you here. I made a vegan ice cream this morning. As you see it in my container. I've got to put it in the freezer. But it's made with no machine. I just used my mixer. It takes a full can of full-fat coconut milk, which you have to put in the refrigerator overnight, and separate the water out, because that's what separates the water out. Turn it upside down when you open it, so the water's on the top. You can dump the water out, or you can use it for smoothies or whatever. Then put your full-fat into your bowl. And what I did is I took my mixer, I beat that first to have it come to peaks. Then I poured a can of low-fat coconut milk on top of it. It's a can of light coconut milk, and it'll say light right on the can. You are? Okay. And I'm going to post it up on Facebook. This is the picture of the ice cream. There's 3 different flavors. I did the chocolate. In fact, I did not do actual chocolate. I did carob. That's what makes it vegan, because I did this. This is the carob, And these are the Carob chips I put in it. I just poured some of those in there. I use coconut flour to thicken it. I use coconut sugar as a sweetener. And I also used flax meal to make it so it doesn't get real hard in the freezer. I did not know anything about that, but somebody on my Periscope the other day mentioned that. And, you know, I learned from them as well as they learned from me. And so I put flax meal in here. As you can see, this is very smooth. All I have to do is put it in the freezer and freeze it up for maybe 2-3 hours. Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I've lost a lot of weight. I started at 250 and now I'm down to 190 pounds. So I've lost a lot of weight. And it pays to be vegan. You know, it was hard at first, but, I've been a vegan for several months now. For almost a year, probably. Let me drink some of my smoothie. For almost a year. And I started at 250, and I'm gradually taking the weight off. I weighed myself this morning, I'm 190. It's coming off. I don't want it coming off real fast, but it is coming off, and I'm thankful for that. Because, you know, being 250, I've always been overweight my whole life. And I hate the fact I was overweight. I don't like it. I'd rather be whereas manageable. But I'm glad that I found a way that I can start losing weight and keeping it off and eating healthy. I don't eat any meat. I do not drink milk. I do not eat cheese. I do not eat any eggs, which is all dairy. So I don't touch any of that. If I want to make eggs, I make a chia egg or a flaxseed or anything like that. You know, you could do that. So I'm going to have to go in a little bit. Well, I've been on it over a year, and I've been on it about a year, well, I don't think it's going to hurt because there's a friend of mine. She's not in here right now, but she has 4 children, and she has been a vegan for over 17 years, and it's not affected her a bit. Her youngest child is 6 years old, so it has not affected her. And I've done raised children. I've got 2 children and 6 grandchildren, so I'm not. It doesn't pertain to me at all. But it doesn't affect you. But it's healthier for you. It's better for you than being on a milk diet, drinking milk, because milk is for calves, not for people. It's for calves. It's not for us. We don't eat anything with the face or anything like that. And if you knew how the chickens lived, you wouldn't want to eat their eggs anyway. So I stopped eating them a while back. The meat was the first thing I got rid of. And the cheese I don't eat either. I make my own cheese, like cheese sauce, or I'll buy a cheese out of the store called chow cheese. It's a vegan cheese. It's a Greek cheese, and it's made out of tofu. I use that for like grilled cheese sandwiches and things like that. But other than that, I don't eat any cheese. So if you're drinking milk or eating cheese or any kind of dairy or meat, I suggest you get rid of it all and go on to a plant-based, because that's what God gave us in the garden. It's a lot better for us. If you want to come so watch the replay. I never heard that, because I do use almonds in recipes. I make my own almond milk as well. I never heard that. Yes, it is. It's safe. I put almond milk in my smoothie, but you got to make sure you get the kind of almond milk that doesn't have the wrong chemicals in it, because there's carrageenan in some, and the ones I have does not have carrageenan in it. So anyway, I think I'm going to have to go for now, because my daughter messaged me and I need to get back with her. But I thank you all for coming on. What few I do have, and you can watch the replay and share this out. Yes, I put it in my cereal. Oh, nice to meet you too. And thank you for coming in. Though a few I have, I'm thankful for even just a few. It keeps me going, and I thank you all for coming in. Watch the replay, share this out. You can share it out during the replay so others can see it. Have a great day. God bless. Take care, wherever you might be, and bye-bye.